Experian have chosen 9 entrepreneurs to be part of the pitch, where we show them how to make their first £10,000 in business. At the end of the week, they will pitch to a panel of judges who will decide who will win the cash prize and coaching from Experian's business experts. It's day 5, the final day of the challenge. Yesterday we said goodbye to Sojourner and Amadou in another double elimination. How are the entrepreneurs feeling?
I feel stressed out. Like yesterday compared to early in the week, totally different. You can literally walk in the room and see the tension sitting on the table. So it's just stress, really and truly.
It's quite tense in the room. We're all together kind of working away, not really speaking to each other. So yeah, it's kind of competition, game face, and yeah, it's every man for himself.
Today's the final day of the competition, and the entrepreneurs will be pitching for the chance to win the grand prize. The entrepreneurs now have to decide which order they'll be pitching in. To make things fair, they have each drawn a random number. Nate will be the first to reveal his number. So, Nate, starting with you.
You really folded.
My hands are shaking.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Nice.
Anita and Talia have drawn numbers 2 and 4. That means 1 and 5 remain. Abby is going next. Will she be first or last?
Squid Games vibes. Oh. 5.
So Raphael is the first to pitch, but who are the judges? Let's meet them. Mandy Nyako is a co-founder of Startup Discovery School. She has coached and helped 200 plus startups raise money from investors.
I'm Mandy Nyako. I am the co-founder of Startup Discovery School. Startup Discovery School supports diverse entrepreneurs to start their businesses, grow their businesses, and we mainly focus on founders who are solving the climate change emergency and the UN sustainability goals. I'm looking for really big picture ambition. I'm looking at how they plan to scale this business. Typically, when you work with entrepreneurs during a pitch, you tend to find that they're pitching just the next milestone. I'm looking for that big vision.
Our next judge is Anuj Bardwaj. Anuj is the investment director of Experian Ventures in Europe. He personally oversees Experian's multi-million-pound investments in startups across the continent.
I really like when businesses think about not minimum viable product, but minimum lovable products in a way that they focus on a very specific problem that the consumer is facing and obsess about customer satisfaction for that very specific problem. Find a cohort or find a small customer segment where they're able to really command, build dominance, and then think about going big. So starting small, building scale within that particular small segment, and then looking at the adjacency to expand the product. That's what I really like it.
The next judge is Julie Norman. Julie runs Experian's global innovation and global consumer expansion programs. Her job is to make sure Experian keeps innovating and stays laser focused on customer needs. What does she think the entrepreneurs will have to do to stand out?
So when it comes to the contestants and their pitches, I'm really looking for a focus on their customer, who their customer is, what problem they're solving for their customer, or what the job to be done is, and how they're really going to go ahead and solve for that problem. That's always the most important piece of any pitch to me, but also when it comes to a startup business or any piece of innovation, really grounding that innovation on the problem that you're solving is most important.
Our fourth judge is Demi Ario. Demi is the CEO of Lendo, a company that specializes in helping small businesses access loans to grow. He's seen lots of businesses come and go. What does he think the entrepreneurs need to do to win?
I think real clarity. I think, in this kind of microwave world generation we're in, right? Or this kind of social media world, shall I say? Everyone wants to do a million things. Everyone wants to be this or that person, and they're constantly changing. I think what I really want to see from these entrepreneurs is they got clarity on their vision, and they have an idea and a plan on how exactly they're going to execute that.
Our last judge is Scott Harrison. Scott works for Experian's B2B businesses and is focused on developing new products to help businesses grow. How will the entrepreneurs catch his eye?
I think it's clarity of purpose. So what is the value proposition that the business is offering? That's got to be razor sharp.
All of the entrepreneurs have been on a journey to get here, and for 4 of them, that journey ends today.
So the name of the company is Temple. Well, it depends on what you stumble. If you stumble across our website, it's jointemple.com, but we just call it Temple. And what we do is we create personal care and grooming products for men of color, so specifically Black and Asian men. The first thing is there's just a huge gap in the market for personal care cosmetic products that are aimed at men of color. And then the second piece was, it's the narrative that you have around men of color. I think how society views us is in a way that's pretty one-dimensional, and that can sort of be created by culture, the music, the stuff that we put out, stuff that we perpetuate ourselves. And for me, Temple is an opportunity to show a different side to us, show a more sensitive, more vulnerable side to us, while also addressing the fact that there is a need for products that are tailored towards our needs.
Pitching first is Raphael from Temple Wellness. This is his second business. Has he got what it takes to make this one a success?
In fact, our customer return rate is around 60%, which is higher than the industry standard, which tends to be around 27%. Our average order value basket is around £46. Our typical subscription length is around 7 months. So this means for each customer, the lifetime value is around £322. I feel like I missed some points, or maybe went over some stuff too quickly, because I've included new slides and it was like, be conscious of 5 minutes, be conscious of 5 minutes. But I still wanted things to be able to hit. I felt like I had to get through things like fairly quickly, but I at least managed to get to the end of it and had a little bit of time, so I felt okay about that.
So the name of the business is Afarani, and again it came from my Instagram name because in 2019 when I had my son and I went on maternity leave, I sort of just started sharing on Instagram my like hair journey and just, you know, posting pictures and like engaging with other girls that had curly hair too. And yeah, so at some point my husband was kind of like, why don't you make your own product instead of always, you know, promoting other businesses? And so I was like, you know what, why not? And then we called it Afarani.
Next, the pitch is Anita from Afarani. Anita started her business from her kitchen. Can she convince the judges it can go further?
So at the moment, we make about £3,000 per month, and this is out of 150 orders, but our goal is to reach 10K. We plan on doing this by increasing our ad spend. At the moment, we run Facebook and Instagram campaigns, which we've been doing for about 6 months, and we believe that by increasing our ad spend, we can reach our goal.
I'm sorry to go back to this. I'm trying to think about how, I mean, you guys are a very small team, and I'm trying to figure out how, and you have quite a wide array of products, so different shapes and sizes, I get that. I'm trying to understand how you're going to focus on the tools as well as something like a hair care product like a shampoo bar.
Yeah, so what we've done recently to sort of get people to get into both, we provide bundles. So the bundles have both the hair tools and the hair products, so people literally just get to try everything.
Anita struggled in her last pitch. Does she think she's overcome her demons?
Really good, actually, way better than what I was expecting, so I'm quite happy.
My business is called The Smartwash Ltd, and in creating the name, I was just trying to think, how can I innovate the industry? I love cars, and I've noticed that every other industry has innovated except for the traditional car wash. It's practically stayed the same since the 1900s. The stress gets to you more and more, like to the point where I'm constantly shaking now. But that's okay. I feel like it's good pressure, and it will push us all to give it our best. Even if we don't make it, I feel like all of our businesses will continue to flourish as a result of that, and I'm grateful.
Going third is Nate from the Smart Car Wash. He struggled with the pressure of the competition. Can he keep it together now?
To take it from 10K and beyond to the world, we're looking at creating a network which connects local valeters with customers right off the forecourt from the dealerships. Now, to manage our risk, we're going to start with smaller dealerships and progressively work our way onto bigger ones. And we're going to be conducting A/B tests where we're going to test which manufacturers have the highest subscriber rates and also which locations have the highest subscriber retainership rates. Your camera there will take you to our website. On the other side, you've got memberships. So if you scan here, you've got our website. On the other side, you've got our memberships as well, which is the subscriptions. Same here, we've got YouTube videos, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We're on Google as well, so you can check us out. And yeah, the website has videos on it, so you know exactly what you're getting and you manage your expectations. Thank you so much and have a good day.
Cheers, thank you.
Nate got some harsh feedback on his pitch on day 4. How does he think he did today?
We'll see. I feel like they loved it. I feel like they really loved it, to be honest, the concept. You know, it's not just new cars, it's everybody. Anytime a car's on the road, that's a potential customer. You know, everyone loves their car. It's a representation of themselves. And who doesn't want to be seen in a good light?
So my business is called Sheer Chemistry. It is a hosiery brand which specializes in tights that perfectly match all brown skin tones and empower women of color to feel confident and gorgeous in their own skin. Of course, like many businesses through COVID, the business has been up and down. It's been a great roller coaster adventure. But in the past 12 months, I'm quite proud to say that we've got retail partnerships. So last October, we were able to get into John Lewis, where we are in 6 stores in the UK now. And then we also secured a contract with Waitrose this year. So in total, we're now in 71 stores across the UK, from Scotland to Channel Islands and Wales, we're everywhere. So I think that was a big achievement for me because tights, which essentially have not been available to women of colour because the concept of nude has traditionally been beige. So now going mainstream has been a big thing for me because it's now that we are actually included on mainstream shelves and accessible to women.
Talia from Sheer Chemistry is next. She has managed to get her products into John Lewis, but can she convince the judges it wasn't a fluke?
And what we're going after is just 1%. If we can get 1% of this market, we will be at 230 million. In terms of feasibility, if we want to look at our competitor Spanx, who are also in this space, they are currently valued at 1.2 billion.
Even with the foundation shades, assuming there are thousands of those,
yeah.
What does the cost look like? What does the scaling look like for the product?
Yes, well at the moment we have 5 specific shades which do cater to the diversity of brown skin tones. So I've created and formulated them myself based on foundation shades and spent a lot of time speaking to cosmetic makeup artists. But in terms of doing something personalized, I actually have a contact that I'm working with who is a chemist and a dye specialist. And actually we plan on bringing some of the dyeing in-house to minimize that cost in case we do want to extend our range or do any personalization.
Talia's pitch has always been strong. Does she think she's conquered the final hurdle?
I'm relieved. I think it went relatively well, but it went really fast. But I said everything that I needed to say. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy it's done. Yay,
It's your turn. My business name is Yayemi. That is Yankee Echo, M-I, Mike Indigo, I'm going to say. And so yeah, that's Yayemi, and it is an Afro wellness and self-care brand. The focus of our brand is really Afro wellness innovation. And it kind of came about as a result of me unfortunately being quite unwell. I had my own health complications, being coming out of university, burning out, working excessively, and just constantly being on the go, and my body kind of just shut down and said no one day. And going through that kind of, quite frankly, life-threatening experience, I decided to put my health and wellness kind of at the forefront of my life.
And in doing that, the people around me were really intrigued and interested, and they'd come and visit me because I actually was on bed rest for like 6 weeks. And so they come and visit me in the house, and I had started to create products and become a kind of kitchen beautician. And I started making these products, and they'd ask me where they were from, and I'd be like, it's from my brand, but it doesn't exist yet. But of course, a very Nigerian family, you know, they'd take it. And then after a while, I got tired of giving out all these products for free. And so I decided to monetize it one day, and we started, I started kind of sending messages on broadcast lists on WhatsApp. And then before you knew it, we kind of set up a Squarespace website then, April 2018. And now we're a fully fledged business that ships to Australia. And yesterday I shipped to South Korea and Guadeloupe and the US. And we're currently in Box Park, Shoreditch, doing an exhibition as well. So yeah, that's how the brand came about.
Last to go is Abby from Yayemi. Abby has always been passionate, but can she convince the judges there's a big enough market for her products?
Our vision at Yayemi is to grow and become a household international wellness brand. And we intend to grow to a revenue of 10K by Q2 2022. And this is how we want to do it. Number one is increase market. Thus far, probably about 95% of our traction has been organic. An auntie tells a friend, a sister tells a cousin. However, we recognize that there's a huge world out there that we are missing out on due to that. And so we intend on employing a digital marketing specialist who will be part-time and will support us in tapping into paid marketing on Instagram ads and Facebook ads. He will also help us with influencer marketing, and we'll also use our relatively large emailing list as well to help us refine that strategy.
Abby wanted to go last, but does she think the extra time helped her deliver a winning pitch?
It went well. I enjoyed it. I did my best, and they were really warm, to be honest. Like Joseph and Mike and Derek gave us a really hard time because they were really warm, lots of head nods. It was a relief to me that 2 of the judges were of colour, black people, because my concern was how do I communicate the need? But they seem to get it, and hopefully the ones that don't, they will advocate and help them understand. But I actually really enjoyed it. I listened to like some hip hop before and was dancing in the room, and it just calmed me down. And I also just recognised that I've already won, as in, not this, I'm not being like pompous. I've already won in the sense that I've taken some really key takeaways. I have a great pitch that's scalable. I can work on it. I've met really great contestants. I've learned so much from everyone. So honestly, I just said, let me just enjoy it. And I just tried to enjoy it the best I can. I mean, I ate my words a couple of times, and I'm not sure how well I answered the last question and I ran out of time. But I'm proud of me. I did my best, and hopefully that came through.
Well done.
I'm so happy so far. What a cool experience that we've
Yeah, it was
right?
good. It was
Yeah. What a cool experience this is.
It's been so good.
Honestly, I'm so happy I'm not working this week. It's been cool.
It's now time for the judges to deliberate and decide who will be the winner of the pitch and receive £3,000 and support from Experian to make their first £10,000.
I was really, really impressed with the pitches. It was fantastic to see the passion coming through. It was incredible to see, you know, a founder's love for their baby really shine through in their presentations. So I think all of them were incredible, really high quality, very high energy. At the beginning of this, I had hoped to see the customer's job to be done really coming through, and I think every single one of them landed that, which was what is the core problem that you're trying to solve, and how will your product or solution solve that problem? And I think we saw that, which was fantastic.
It's hard to choose from one to the other. Each one of them actually had the uniqueness in the way they put forward the idea, and to the specific niche they were catering to. Tough call for sure. So it's a hard decision that we'll be making inside, but hopefully we'll emerge with one winner.
The judges have been deliberating for almost an hour. It's time to find out who the winner of the pitch is. We started the week with 9 entrepreneurs who are fighting for the chance to win £3,000 and experience help to reach their first £10,000 a month. There have been highs and lows and moments of self-doubt. Now the final 5 are moments away from finding out if they made it past the final hurdle.
So you have all pitched to our 5 judges, and we do have a winner. So if your name is called, you are today's winner, and please step forward. So the winner of the first Experian The Pitch Challenge is Raphael.
Raphael is the winner of the first season of The Pitch. He'll receive £3,000 and one-on-one mentoring from Experian experts to have his first £10,000 month. He'll be featured in press, and Experian will support his business in the future.
Pretty shocked. Genuinely wasn't thinking I was gonna win it. But very happy. Can't wait to call Adam, let him hear the good news. And yeah, I'm just like so grateful for this experience. Yo, what are you saying?
Just having lunch.
Good. Cool. Yeah, so yeah, we had to go back into the room. They sort of like mentioned like the outcome of it all. So I thought I'd just give you a heads up as well.
Okay.
So yeah, we won, man.
Oh! Bro.
How you feeling?
Bro, this is it, man. This is it. This is momentum, bro.
Yeah, man.
This is momentum, bro.
Big time.
Hey, that's sick, you know? Bro. Sick.
Yeah, man. We needed this. We definitely needed this. Yeah.
Mate, I'm beaming, bro. I'm beaming. I'm gassed.